This week, on The Moment My Life Changed, we're talking to Laura Redway, world-famous trumpet player. Laura was an ordinary American kid living an ordinary life in Baltimore, Maryland. But on February 15th, 1999, Laura's life changed completely. Laura, tell us what happened.
Well, I was 11 years old. It was the end of the day, and I was on my way home from school. I was walking down the street, thinking about school and homework. I turned the corner near the bookstore as usual, and I saw a band on the street playing music. There were 4 performers, 2 guitar players, a singer, and a trumpet player. I stopped and listened to them. They made an amazing sound. I didn't know what type of music they were playing, but I knew that I loved it, especially the sound of the trumpet. When the band finished, I ran home. My mom was in the kitchen. "Mom," I said, "I want to play the trumpet." She was really surprised, but I didn't give up. I asked every day for weeks. Finally, Mom agreed, and I started trumpet lessons. Welcome to the show. Today we're answering your questions about bees. And to help us, we have bee expert Greg Walker in the studio. Greg, our listener Adam emailed to ask how many species of bees there are in the world. What's the answer?
Well, we don't know exactly, but we think that there are around 25,000 different species of bees. We have over 4,000 species of bees in the U.S. alone.
That's amazing! Now, here's a question from Ella. How much honey can one bee produce?
Oh, not much at all. In fact, in its whole life, a bee produces only about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey.
You say, in its whole life? How long do bees live?
The worker bee, the bee that makes the honey, lives for about 6 weeks. The queen bee, the bee that lays the eggs, well, she lives for about 5 years.
I think I'd rather be a queen bee. So here's our last question, and it's from Henry. How far do bees usually fly on one trip?
Honey bees usually fly up to about 6.5 kilometers on a trip to collect nectar and pollen. And they fly pretty fast, too, around 24 kilometers per hour.
That's fascinating. Now, let's talk about honeybees. And our last news item is about Raj Patel. He's just 14 years old, and he's never sung in public before. But this student from San Jose, California, is now famous after his online music video got over 1 million hits in a week. 2 weeks ago, Raj was an ordinary boy in an ordinary school. But then he wrote and performed a rap song about school lunches as part of a biology project. He designed his own costume for the video, in which he sings and dances dressed as a giant burger. And his musician sister, Nisha, provides the musical accompaniment on guitar and drums. Actor Jennifer Marquez saw the video and posted a link to it on her blog. And now, talk show host Larry Nixon has invited Raj to come to New York and perform his rap song live on his show. What does Raj think about it all?
I'm amazed to think all this could come from a school project. Of course, I'm excited and a little scared, too.
Today, I'm talking to actor Luke Evans. How long have you been acting, Luke?
Since I was 5. I was in all the school plays, and I really wanted to be famous. As a kid, I auditioned for some movie parts. At the time, I was upset that I didn't get any of them, but now I think it was a good thing.
Why do you say that?
Well, It's often hard for famous child actors to have normal friends because the other kids are jealous of them, and fans and photographers follow them wherever they go. It's a crazy kind of life for a child. It's also difficult for child stars to become successful actors as adults. Their fans want to remember them as cute little children.
But you won an Oscar for your latest movie, so you're famous now. Are you worried about the fame?
Maybe a little, but I'm 24. Up to now, I've had a normal, happy life. I think I'll be okay.
Today, I'm talking to 17-year-old Marissa Correa, who just got back from a trip to Bolivia. Marissa, why Bolivia?
I went there with the charity Operation Smile. They took a group of doctors to Bolivia because there were so many children there who needed surgery for cleft lips and cleft palates.
And how long did you stay in the country?
12 days in all.
What did you do while you were there? Did you help with the operations?
No, I didn't. The doctors and nurses did the operations. My job was to give presentations to the children and their families about staying healthy and taking care of their teeth. I also played with the children before their operations and talked quietly with them afterward. I met so many brave, wonderful kids. They were awesome.
So you enjoyed your time there?
Very much. It was great to see the happiness of the children's parents as they realized that their children's lives were full of new opportunities.
How many children had operations?
In 12 days, we gave free surgery to 118 kids. Isn't it amazing how many lives you can change in such a short time?
Today, we're talking to mountain rescue worker Mike Jones. Mike, there are a lot of TV shows about survival these days. Do these shows help people when they get into trouble?
Sometimes, yes, they can help. But these shows can be dangerous too. The participants do some crazy things.
What do you mean?
Well, they swim across ice-cold rivers, for example, or they eat disgusting things that can give them a disease. It's okay to do that if the only other choice is death, but people have to understand that it's not safe.
Have you ever had to save someone who did something they saw on TV?
Yes, I have. Last year, we rescued someone who wanted to spend the whole winter in the mountains without proper shelter.
Wow, was that brave?
Not brave, stupid. He was lucky that he didn't die of cold. You should only sleep in snow caves in an emergency. You should never choose to be in a snow cave at night.
Thanks so much for your advice, Mike. And now for our...
What was your day like yesterday, Dan? Were you busy?
Yes, I was. I was working at the front desk all day. I had to answer the phone, deal with inquiries, and also make some appointments for my boss. But I didn't make any copies, so that was good. I hate the copy machine. How about you?
Well, in the morning I was checking my emails. I had tons. Then, in the afternoon, I was helping in my dad's office. He had a big meeting, so I made some copies for him, and I prepared some spreadsheets.
Hey, Tom. What are you doing here? I thought you hated theme parks.
Hi, Anna. You're right. I hate the rides. But I'm not here to enjoy myself. I have a summer job here. My training session begins in half an hour, and then tomorrow I start my job.
You have a job here? I don't believe it. You don't like theme parks. You hate fast rides, and you're scared of heights.
Well, actually, I have the perfect skills for this job. I'm a great communicator. I'm punctual, and I'm a team player.
Well, that's true. So come on, tell me, what's the job?
It's in the restaurant. I'm going to be a waiter.
Hang on. Do you mean the Blue Boat Cafe? The place where all the waiters are dressed as pirates?
Right. I'm picking up my costume from the manager this afternoon.
That's perfect for you. Well, good luck. Next time I come here, I'm going to bring my camera and take a photo of Pirate Tom.
So, you want to start your own company. Perhaps you dream about being as successful as Innocent Smoothies. Well, any young entrepreneur with plans to start up his or her own company needs to think about the marketing mix. The marketing mix is a combination of these four things. Product. Is your product a good product? Is it right for the market? What makes it special? How is it different from other similar products? Price. Is your product the right price? How much are similar products? Do you want your product to be more or less expensive than the competition? Promotion. This means how you will tell your customers about the product. Are you going to use advertising on TV or in magazines? Maybe you can make a YouTube video. Place. Where are you going to sell your product? Are you going to have an online store? Do you want to sell it in big general stores, for example, in supermarkets? Or do you want to sell it in small designer stores? These are the 4 P's in the marketing mix. You need to think about all 4 things: product, price, promotion, and place when you start your own company.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cutty Sark. The Cutty Sark was built in 1869 in Scotland. It was originally a tea clipper, a type of very fast ship that transported tea from China to England. In the 1860s and 1870s, ships raced each other across the oceans to bring the first tea of the year back to England. The Cutty Sark never won the race, but it did come in second in a famous race in 1872. In 1922, the Cutty Sark was bought by a retired sailor named Captain Dowman. He used it as a school for sailors. It was moved to Greenwich, England in 1954, and it was then restored and became a tourist attraction. But in 2007, the ship was badly damaged in a fire. The repairs took 5 years to complete and cost over $60 million. As you can see, the ship is now lifted up 3 meters from the ground so that visitors can walk underneath it and admire its beauty. If the world's population keeps growing, where will people live in the future? Mars is one possibility, and here are some other ideas.
A. If we run out of dry land, we'll build boats that are much bigger than ordinary boats. There'll be huge floating cities with soccer fields and shopping malls and apartment buildings and schools. They'll even have farms that will grow food for the people who live there. B.
I think that in 20 years, there will be colonies on the ocean floor. Of course, I mean in shallow water, where it's fairly light, not in the deeper parts of the ocean. The people in the colonies will eat fish and ocean plants.
C.
If we traveled outside our solar system, we might find planets with water we could drink and air we could breathe. The journey might take 200 years, but it wouldn't be impossible. We'd need a huge spacecraft for 1,000 people or more. The spacecraft would be a temporary colony, the colonists' home and their children's and grandchildren's home, until they reached the new planet and set up a permanent colony.
Barringer Crater is in the desert in Arizona, in the U.S. It was formed about 50,000 years ago when an object from space crashed into Earth. Scientists believe that the object was made of metal. It was about 50 meters wide, and it was very heavy, about 300,000 metric tons. The crash made a huge hole in the ground. It's about 1,200 meters wide and 175 meters deep. The event killed a lot of animals and destroyed all the plants in an area of about 1,000 square kilometers.
Today, we're at Hillside School in Austin, Texas, where they just installed cameras in every classroom. What do the students think about this? Let's ask David first.
Oh, I don't mind. They had tons of CCTV cameras at my last school. At first, I felt uncomfortable, but then I just forgot about them. They're unimportant.
Eleanor, do you agree?
No, I don't. If the school had informed us about the cameras, I wouldn't have been so angry. But we only found out when we got to school this morning. It's really unfair.
Eric, what do you think?
Last year, my phone was stolen. If they'd had cameras in the classroom, they would have found the thief. So I think they're a good idea.
Anna, do you think cameras in the classroom are a good idea?
Cameras in the hallways are okay, but cameras in the classroom? Sometimes our teachers make jokes and laugh with us. It means that classes are fun, but they might not be so relaxed in front of the cameras now.
Today is Coming of Age Day here in Japan. It's a public holiday for people of all ages. But the day is particularly important for people who have had their 20th birthday during the past year, because today their country is welcoming them into the adult world. I'm with some 20-year-olds now. Azumi, your clothes are beautiful. Can you describe them to our radio listeners?
Of course. I'm wearing a furisode.
A furisode?
That's right. It's a traditional Japanese dress. It's long and warm and colorful, with pretty flowers on it. I've rented it for the day. I've never worn one before, so I had to ask my grandmother how you put it on.
And what have you and your friends been doing today?
We've been to a ceremony in the city government office with our families. The most important politician in our city made a speech. Now we are officially adults, and we're going to a party to celebrate.